what Elon Musk is saying. He said, I'd rather gain market share and have more people have access to EVs than looking at the margins. When we look at the way Tesla trades, you know, there's always, is it an auto company? Is it a tech company? What do you think about the current valuation of a stock like Tesla? And where do you think it is fairly valued?
Look, Tesla's going to do roughly $100 billion in revenue. People always used to say, Tesla's a cool company and the cars are nice, but they're not selling many vehicles. Well, now they're selling a lot of vehicles at $100 billion revenue, growing 40% a year. I think having a 6x revenue multiple is probably fair, and I think there's a lot of upside for growth. What people forget is they're still profitable, and they still have an edge in both manufacturing, over-the-air software, and other things that other companies just can't duplicate. The big picture here is, can the Chinese, with their lower cost battery and lower cost manufacturing, compete with Tesla's edge, which is the most advanced production facility in the world and the ability to sell over-the-air software faster than anyone. The other thing that's fascinating for me that most investors, I think, don't really factor in is the fastest growing part of Tesla is their energy division. So they got multiple things going on. I think Tesla and BYD, frankly, appear to be pulling ahead of the crowd, and investors have to reward.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk has said that half of the cars made in the U.S. will be electric and self-driving in the future. He also said that it will be hard to find a car that isn't self-driving in a few years based on how things are going now and how they're supposed to go in the future. Changes in how electric cars are used, in your opinion. What do you think the future holds for EV companies like Tesla? Will EVs continue to become popular around the world, or will they fade away over time? So what does the future hold for electric vehicles? There are many things that could happen in this business, but first, let's look at how the EV market is doing right now. As a bonus, we'll also look at what might help the market keep going. Let's start.
For our cash tag segment, that's going to be Andy Swan, co-founder at Likefolio. Welcome back to the show, Andy.
Yeah, thank you.
We're talking one of your favorite subjects, Andy, and that's Tesla. Really good delivery numbers. It seems like the pricing that they've implemented over the last 6 months has really taken hold as demand remains robust for at least two of their models.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You know, I think that the writing was on the wall actually about a year ago with Tesla when, you know, gas prices were through the roof. I think that's when a lot of people decided that their next car was going to be electric, or at least they would give it serious consideration. And among electric vehicles, really, Tesla is the only player worth talking about at this point. Their lead is so gigantic and growing at this point. And I think, you know, for us at Likefolio, we really watch two things when it comes to Tesla. Of course, we're watching the gas price concerns and electric vehicle demand and things like that. But for Tesla specifically, we like to look at the number of people talking about it on social media, which is down year over year, 23%. For us, this is actually one of those very rare situations where we think this is actually a good sign, because last year what was happening was you had a confluence of two things. You had, you know, high gas prices, and you had the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, embroiled in this entire drama around buying Twitter, which really distracted, I think, the shareholder base and Wall Street in general. So Tesla was a huge topic of conversation without it really being about the cars. And so now I think that has changed, and most of those mentions are about the cars. And we see that when we look at Tesla web visits, which are up 26% year over year, near all-time highs. And what this tells me is that, you know, Tesla at this point is now part of the normal car shopping experience. You know, it's not just this one-off kind of weird EV brand luxury that is out there that people don't really think about. You know, when people are starting to look at purchasing cars, they're starting online, first of all, because the dealer lots have disappointed them time and time again. And so when they start online, they end up checking out Tesla. They see how affordable these cars are. This company is set to benefit in a really, really big way, not just from the EV boom. I think that Tesla has moved well past that and is just a really iconic, almost luxury brand that now a lot of people can get into for $40,000 or less, which is very impressive the way they've executed on this strategy.
Although price cuts on cars sold in the US and China may have caused a possible demand problem, Tesla has seen record high demand over the past few years. The car company is well on its way to continuing to lead the industry. It has been the leader in electric vehicles for years and will continue to outsell its competitors while keeping higher margins to stay ahead of other electric vehicle manufacturers. Hey everyone, welcome back to Market Movers. Several experts have said that they think the demand for electric vehicles is growing at a rate that has never been seen before. This may be very true, as in 2021, electric car sales only made up 10% of China's car sales, which also shows that demand for EVs is growing in the country. There was also more electric vehicles, EGs, are being sold. About 1.1 million EVs were delivered in the first half of the year, which was about 24% of their car sales. In the US, EVs made up 6% of all passenger vehicles delivered. In 2021, 6.6 million EVs were produced around the world, up from 3 million the previous year. This shows that there is a rise in demand for EVs, which could mean a huge shift toward clean energy. Like the page and turn on post alerts to always know what's going on with Tesla. Tesla is a leader in the electric vehicle EV industry and has increased its market share and revenue by improving its technology and increasing the number of cars it makes. However, Tesla is not immune to the market changes that affect the EV sector, so its sales and deliveries may vary. Despite this, many analysts, experts, and investors are still confident that Tesla will eventually beat the market performance. Ross Gerber, CEO of Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management, said that electric cars are the way of the future and that people shouldn't be against them. The move toward electric cars is speeding up, and more people are understanding the benefits of using clean energy. Australia has been putting in place policies to encourage people to buy and use electric cars. Recently, the government of Australia announced plans to make new rules that will make electric cars more affordable and boost sales. Other countries have similar policies to cut down on gasoline car emissions that could lead to severe climate change if they're not controlled. For example, the Canadian government says that by 2035, all new light-duty cars and passenger trucks sold in the country must have zero emissions. These rules will help Tesla's semi-true a lot. Let us know below, and don't forget to tell us what price you think Tesla stock will reach. If you want to learn more about what Tesla has been up to lately, check out our YouTube account.